Several years ago, I came across a little channel that was called Superhero News, and it was run by three people. Those three people being one Augustine Rios, Adam Hlavac, and Hector Navarro. I think as most people did, my first exposure to Superhero News was their trailer reaction to the Batman v Superman Comic-Con trailer. And since then, I've always been big fans of their content. Since then, they have left Superhero News and now are part of Hyper RPG. But I've continuously followed their work that they have produced. So when Superhero News started competing, or then Superhero News started competing on Schmoedown, I was very excited to see how they would always do. Unfortunately, they were never able to get in the win column in teams. Around that time, Hector Navarro tried to get into the Inner Geekdom competition, and he would eventually become the champion. Meanwhile, Adam Hlavac had disappeared from the face of Schmoedown and was not seen for a good long while, until earlier this season when he showed up and had a very admirable performance in a Fatal 5-Way match, although not coming out victorious. Now, after a very long time of build and hype and some kind of controversial circumstances as to how this may have come together, a match that a lot of people were expecting was going to happen sooner rather than later is now here. Adam Hlavac and Hector Navarro are now going to compete head-to-head in Inner Geekdom competition to determine who will advance into another Fatal 5-Way match for #1 contendership for the Inner Geekdom Championship, currently held by Jason Inman. So, superhero will collide. Really not much more to get into. So how about we do this now on JTH Reacts to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Out of time, so say goodbye. What is yours now is mine, and I dream broken dreams. I make them come true. I make them for you.
So because I was so good at being right at being wrong, how about we just do it all over again for another edition of
Predictions sure to go wrong because you stink.
Yes, I know. So Hector Navarro and Adam Hlavac. These are two guys that obviously, as I have stated, have followed their content and videos for a good long while. So I've come to know how much knowledge they have in all the Inner Geekdom stuff. Now, when they were part of a Superhero News and they were an actual team and had to do the overall trivia knowledge, I actually think Adam was a little bit better of an overall knowledge player than Hector was. Hector clearly knew what his strengths were in the Inner Geekdom stuff, and so he quickly got into the Inner Geekdom when it was announced. Now, here's the thing. Both players have now had one match in the new expanded Inner Geekdom categories. Adam Hlavac played much better than Hector Navarro did, and that's including Hector Navarro having played a 5-round match as opposed to Adam Hlavac playing a 3-round match. I'm pretty sure Adam actually outscored Hector in that match, and if not, it was just barely Hector outscored him and had additional rounds to be able to do it. So it seems clear to me that with the expanded categories that I actually think Adam knows a little bit more than Hector does, despite Hector being the former champion. So yet again, I'm going to go with a little bit of an upset here. I'm going to pick Adam Hlavac to get the victory here. I know it's probably in the minority, but that's all right. I'm used to picking the minority, and I'm used to being wrong, because I'm always used to being wrong. So, without further ado, let me get around here and get something here. Let that go off. So, yeah, without further ado, let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Let's close out something first. 3, 2, 1. Shire Wolves owe us lunch money, and we will be taking it at that event. That guy with the roker shirt has been made famous.
None of these guys can get in front of my destiny.
Love that line that Mark Ellis said today on Schmoedown. That Star Wars triple threat match. Hope fans won't be boycotting that. And in case you're wondering, obviously this is Intergeekdom. There's Star Wars involved. I'm sure many people are probably curious about my take on Solo. Well, haven't seen it because I don't care. Ain't got nothing to do with no boycotts and that bullshit. I just don't care.
You know, I just show up for the big events. That's kind of my job. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Okay, so he scored 23. I don't know. Maybe Adam scored 22. But it was right there. Old teammates. Old school Schmoedown. Friends, Kurt, Rogue. Oh, what? Oh, what a shit. Did not show what his score was. I'll have to go back and actually check that. But I'm pretty sure he scored pretty close to what Hector did in 2 fewer rounds. Obviously, there was more players in the 5-way, so you had more chance for steal opportunities and all that. But uh-oh. Round 1. Fight. Uh-oh. Cannon Roca.
Intergeekdom edition. Yes, don't adjust your sets. I am calling this match sitting next to a Lion's Den member.
Boy, you must
Ken
really
and
just
Sock.
like
I don't know how you,
reading
finagled
Star
your way in
Wars
here, but you
questions, I
are,
guess.
calling this thing with me. Hi, I'm John Roca.
What are
Welcome
the
back
3
up to
planet
Top 10,
settings
here to call
in
this
The
incredible
Empire
match. Ken,
Strikes
how did
Back?
you get on this set?
Oh,
You know the
no.
deal here. It must pain you to be here next to such a member of such a winning team. But don't worry, John. You can get back to the winning circle one day.
And here's
right?
to a good match.
But here we are for an exciting Intergeekdom match, and this one, I like little chaos. I like little things all mixed in. We got 2 former teammates. Some problems
He
brewed.
dad.
Not only former teammates, we have a former Intergeekdom champion here, Hector Navarro, going back down this path, trying to fight his way back to the title, maybe dethrone.
Actually, I think I
the
just
current
realized. I
title
think I
holder,
forgot to
Jason
make my
Inman.
selection
You know, this
for
is a
the
guy, Jason fought a
League of
year
Extraordinary
to get that belt,
Psychics.
destroyed
Daggone
Navarro,
it.
for lack of a better term, and now Navarro is
Oh
on his way
well,
back, and now
there's
he's
always
challenged
future.
his teammate. Apparently, they had a falling out over some kind of communication, because Adam did this, Hector did that. There was a text that wasn't sent or was sent. There was a lot of controversy here, and now they're going to battle
They
it out in
hate
the ring.
each other
That's
so
the subtext,
much
but what is
that
on
they
the
threw
line
reviews on another
is a
channel.
spot in a fatal 5-way Intergeekdom contender match at Collider Collision. You are going to want to see that, but the journey to that starts here today. We'll see.
Oh, did
maybe
they say
the
the match is
they
at the
go a
Collision?
little handshaking, or maybe they little
Or is the
fisticuffs
title
break
match?
out right here in the set. You know how that
Didn't
goes.
hear
I'd
it.
hate
I'll go
to-
back. I'll find that.
Don't remind me. Yeah.
We're talking. Let's hear what they have to say.
Hey, Schmoedown universe, do you know who I am? Well, if you don't, let me open up your ears because you're about to become aware. My name is Cameron Rice. I'm from Hyper RPG, and I'm here repping my boy, Adam Hlavac.
Guys, he's
Buddy,
two.
who even calls anymore? You should just text me. I don't return anybody's call. I don't return my mom's calls. My mom will call me and I'll be like, Mom, text me back. What are you doing? Come on, it's 2018. Come on, don't call me. That's weird.
Adam, tell me what you're gonna do.
I'm very excited about this. This has been a long day coming. Hector
calling
refuses
you.
to answer my
I'm 40.
goddamn phone calls. No longer wants to compete with me. So you know what, Hector? I'm coming for you, baby. I'm coming for you. I'm gonna take you down because, like Cameron said, comic movies. That's all you got, baby. Very surface level stuff. I'm gonna hit you with those movie release dates. I'm gonna hit you with a little bit of history, a little bit of other categories that you may not know that are gonna be coming, and it's gonna be a really good time. And I'm looking forward to this.
It's like an old Yeller situation, I guess, right? You want it to be the person closest to you, but you have to take around back.
Hector
and
might be
shoot
all
ahead,
right though.
and it's gonna be
Beard
yeah.
back. Clean
A
shit.
rude awakening
Get
today,
nothing.
man.
Hector Navarro, time's over, baby.
Time's over. Stepping stones. Very excited about this. I got screwed in the last round, but not this time. Not this time. I'm gonna take you on, Navarro. I'm gonna knock you out, and I'm coming for Jason Inman.
I'm excited because I haven't played in a while, and I did want that opportunity, like you said, to play some of the big boys and big girls. And You know, if I win this match, then I get to get thrown into that Fatal 5-Way, and I can show everybody again what I can do and what I know. So I'm excited about that. It just sucks that it has to be Adam.
Now, where are you going to end up when you take his name? Where are you going to end up when you beat your past friend, the former champ?
I'm gonna be taking on Jason Inman after that, and that's gonna be a good old time in the Collider Collision. And, you know, Hector, that's it, baby. Your run is about to end.
Adam Hlavac. Good luck, man. You're probably going to do pretty good. We'll see what happens. I'll see you later. Maybe tomorrow? Okay, cool. Bye.
See, they don't hate each other. You ruined it. Ruined.
Well, some heated words back and forth between both of them. I was a little surprised. These are two people that I respect a lot in the industry. To see them going at each other like this,
I
it
hate
broke
you.
my heart a
I
little
hate
bit.
you
My
more.
Spanish little
I'll
heart.
see you in the house.
Broke your heart.
Mi corazón, if you will. Yes.
You're used to broken hearts, John, though, right? So
Don't bring her up again. Yes.
But I do have a little tail of tape for
Yeah,
you there.
please bring it down. Let's take a look.
Adam Hlavac has a lot of strengths in the area of superhero movies. DC,
80s
Marvel. He knows himself
cartoons.
some Star
I
Wars.
do
I heard he's
too.
even a fan of things like Strawberry Shortcake, Rainbow Bright, and a lot of the classics of the 80s. I don't know if they're going to be on this.
And Alvin and the
team.
Chipmunks and
Questions there. Hector
Smurfs
Navarro, well, guess what
and
his strengths are?
Chippendale
Superhero
Rescue
movies,
Rangers, although that might be
DC,
90s.
Marvel. He knows Star Wars. I'm
The
telling you,
Centurions,
this
really
is
love
a
the
very
Centurions.
even matchup.
Yeah, it is. Well, they're missing the other strength that he's on every damn show in the industry. So, I mean, that's another thing that will help him, makes him more well-rounded of a competitor and why he's a difficult guy to beat. Havlik definitely has his work cut out for him here.
I'll tell you what, though, no one knows each other like teammates.
Yeah.
You travel on the road, you work together, you fight together.
That's
this could be interesting. So,
We used to be friends, Ken. I remember those days. All right, that's enough talking.
Oh,
I'm ready.
they
Ken,
cut that
are
out.
you ready?
Too
yes, sir,
much.
I'm ready.
All right,
Too
well,
much
let's
cursing.
get ready for the movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Go 3 rounds to a finish. Introducing first.
Oh, I like this.
With a record of 0 wins and 1 loss in the Inner Geekdom division, representing Hyper
But played much better than that.
RPG, he is Adam the Haymaker Hlavac. Oh, we got Cameron leading them on out.
Oh, no! No!
Look at that.
Did the Doctor Strange and... Oh, man. How could you, Adam?
I like this little evil attitude from Adam here. I've known Adam for a long
Good,
time.
we need more
All, your
heels.
audience can kick rocks.
Whoa,
whoa.
that's old school.
Oh, okay, I'll leave.
Back at the audience. All right.
I'll
And
take
his
my leave.
opponent, with the record of 2 wins and 2 defeats, also representing Hyper RPG,
Yay.
is the former Inner Geekdom champion of the world, Hector the Nightmare Navarro.
Can't take anything serious, Hector. Up, get the Star Award.
See, I don't know. You know, this just might be miscommunication, some kind of crossed wires.
You could tell they're gonna have so much fun with
I know
this.
I'm an evil guy, but I like Hector's smile. It's an engaging, winning smile over there. I like that a lot. All right, they are in here.
I meant things
ready
said
to
2
go.
and
So,
3. I don't think that
let's
was
give them
correct.
the rules and see if they're ready to compete.
All right, everybody, you all have played before, but in case anyone is watching and hasn't played before, let me tell you the rules here. This is the first round. There are going to be 10
Even
questions
more
in the first round,
questions
each
that I can get
worth
wrong.
1 point from numerous categories.
Although hopefully I'll get a
You
little bit more
cannot
right.
steal, and then if you get all the questions right, you'll get a bonus question.
I'm gonna get
worth a point
almost
as well.
all the questions
All
right.
You guys ready? Hector,
I'm ready.
Adam,
Let's go.
John.
I'm ready. Then let's get ready to Schmoedown.
Yeah!
Round 10 questions coming in. First question in the category of Star Trek. Star Trek. Who plays Commander Riker in the Next Generation based
Oh,
Star
come
Trek
on.
films? All right, it's a it's a good lead off question there.
Yeah.
Good thing going there.
Man could wear a beard.
Also, a very
okay,
good
five,
director of Star Trek films.
4, 3,
Really like First
2,
Contact.
1.
Jonathan
Looking for answers
Frakes.
starting with Hector.
Blanked, completely blanked on my dude right
Oh,
there.
all
Happy
right.
face.
Not happy
Oh
face.
no.
Jonathan Frakes.
That is correct.
Frakes.
Hlavac out to
Mm.
lead
Director
there.
of Clock Stoppers, Jonathan Frakes.
Absolutely.
Mm.
He is a good director now. Go ahead.
All right, your second question comes from the category Lord of the Rings.
Oh, good.
In the
Get
Fellowship
that,
of
get
the
that
Ring,
done real
after
quick.
the Fellowship enters Moria, who says, "This is not mine, it's a tomb"?
It's no mine. It's Space
Again,
Station.
and I've enjoyed a Tombstone frozen pizza. 5,
Hello.
4,
Very well done.
3,
Very well
2,
done.
1. Looking for answers starting with Adam.
Gimli.
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
Oh, I'm also wrong, but with a picture.
Oh.
But I do like your picture. That is wrong, though. Looking for Boromir.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm wrong.
Late great
Don't
Boromir.
get to review it.
Okay.
All right. Question number 2. Question number 2. 3. I don't count well.
One,
Question number 3
two,
comes in the
5.
category of MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. What state provides the setting for 2011's Thor? 11.
Did you like Thor?
I like the
pretty
latest
sure
one.
this-
It made me
or
chuckle.
It did.
Yeah,
Variation
I
of
like
this
the
question
chuckle.
has been asked
I
before,
didn't know that.
very, very long ago.
4, 3,
New Mexico?
2, 1. Look for answers starting with Hector Navarro.
New Mexico.
That is correct.
Yeah, way to go there.
Adam.
New Mexico.
That is correct. 2-1 lead there.
As a matter of fact,
2-1
Jason
lead
Inman
there.
versus
Next category
Ray
is
Drake, I believe, was that
the
match.
world from the world of
Very, very
Harry
long ago.
Potter, something I know very well. What are Voldemort's masked supporters called? I never had a masked supporter. Have you? Do you have anything the Lions Den?
I don't have many supporters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe if you had an NJPW extension.
4, 3.
They're
2,
not martyrs,
1.
they're
Looking for answers.
mortars. Ah!
Oh, incorrect.
Sexy!
From a certain point of view, that's right, but yes.
Voldemoritos.
No, looking for
Voldemoritos.
Wow.
looking for Death Eaters, but Voldemoritos are a great snack with your
Well,
butterbeer.
they're called Voldemoritos in the books, right, Emma? In the books. No?
No.
No.
Oh, judges? No.
No.
Okay.
All right.
That's
2-1, 2-1.
2-1.
Question 5. Question 5. Category DC. DC. What was the name of the original villain created for the 1993 animated Batman film? Do you like the cartoons, John?
I do like the cartoons. They keep me young, as Paulie said once.
Phantasm.
yeah.
What was the name of
Rocky
the
Four.
Yeah, I agree with that. I like the GoBots.
Oh yeah.
5,
Big Transformers.
4, 3, 2, 1. Look for answers
Phantom?
with Adam.
The Phantasm.
That is correct.
Can't accept that.
Oh.
That is
Phantom,
correct.
yes,
From
Hector. Keeping it tight.
I-
Keeping
it
tight.
was
All
in
right.
the title.
Moving on to my
I
favorite
overthought
trilogy,
it.
The Hobbit. That's the category of The Hobbit. In The Hobbit,
Dang it.
I question
one
your taste.
of the dwarves
Knew the movie
in Thorin's
and
company is
overthought
Gimli's
the
father.
villain was.
What is that dwarf's name?
Is that really one of your favorite?
Oh, yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
betting Adam
I
will
don't
not
like
say
the
Luke
hours
Skywalker
looking
or
at
Han
films.
Solo
I like
or
other
Chewie.
films.
Yet I'm the villain. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking for answers starting with Hector.
Gimli was son of Gloin.
That
Yes,
is
correct.
correct.
Yes.
Good pull.
One of the 12.
He did it again!
Technically correct, but we cannot take that answer.
He did it
Question
again!
number 7. Question number 7 is in the category of DCEU. DCEU. In the post-credit scene of Justice League, what villain arrives to join Lex Luthor on his yacht?
Ooh. You ever ridden on a yacht?
No, I've been on a speedboat once.
Kind of the same thing.
Yeah, it was the 80s were weird.
It's not Wade Wilson,
5,
it's Slade
4,
Wilson.
3,
And it's
2,
Deathstroke.
1. Looking for answers starting with Adam.
Deathstroke.
That is correct.
Deathstroke, the Terminator, a.k.a. Slade Wilson.
You got it all there, but 1 point there.
Yes, it said Slade Wilson, not Wade Wilson.
Super nerd there. All right.
Thank
next
God Death
category
Battle
is
cleared
the
that all
category Of Star Wars. Star Wars. Aside from Luke Skywalker, who else ignited Luke's green-bladed lightsaber?
Ignite the green, right?
That should be a saying, I think. Ignite the
Right,
green.
right. What?
Have you ever seen Ignite the Green?
Yeah, absolutely. That's our good friend Steele had that. 5, 4, 3, 2, and
Han
1.
Solo?
Looking for answers. Hector.
Han Solo?
Incorrect.
Oh.
Incorrect.
Darth Vader.
Yeah.
That is out of
Oh,
the
that's right. Return of the Jedi.
Five,
Oh,
four, five, four.
crap.
Question nine
I
in
see
the
you've constructed
category
a new
of
lightsaber.
Marvel.
Dang it.
Who played General Thunderbolt Ross in 2003's Hulk?
Have you ever explored how he
I don't
got
remember anything about. I
just
prefer
assumed
to
he
not
rode
remember
one
anything about that movie.
into town, like it's a Greek god thing. I don't watch a lot.
I
Of
picture a
comic book
space, though.
movies. Is that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking for answer starting with Adam.
William Hurt.
Incorrect. Hector.
Sam Elliott.
That is correct.
That's right, Sam Elliott.
You said Incredible Hulk.
I said Hulk.
Hulk.
Oh.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. Got to pay attention. Adam.
Yeah.
All right, next question. Next question comes from the category of mixed bag. Who played Adam Frankenstein in the graphic novel-based film I, Frankenstein? I saw this
No,
movie.
this is their way to get other comic book movies in there.
You and about 9 other people
That's
agree.
right. Well, the star's abs were incredible,
Yeah.
though. That's for sure.
5, 4, 3, 2,
I know you played one, but
1.
Robert De
Looking
Niro.
for answers starting with Hector.
Aaron Eckhart.
That is correct, sir.
Oh, nope.
Take a lead,
Yeah,
and we got a
Oh,
tie
we got a tie game coming in the first round. Wow.
No, De Niro played a Frankenstein at some point.
All right.
Well.
That wasn't it, though.
Heated competition here coming out of the first round. 6-6.
As I said, look, evenly matched up, tied. That when one person got it
I'm
wrong,
not surprised they
maybe
were
one person got
tied,
it
but
right,
I'm
then
actually a little
they
surprised they
their
didn't
knowledge
score a
crosses
little
over.
bit more.
You can see
I was
the
expecting
depth of their
maybe
knowledge.
8 to
This is
8.
why this is going to be intriguing going forward here. Into
I can't believe
the
Hector missed
wheel
that Jonathan
round.
Frakes
Do
question.
you want to tell
Like
them
that's
how the wheel round works?
Not really.
Okay,
that was
I'll
about
do
as
it.
softball as you could
All
be.
right, well, you all in the second round.
That's as softball as who played Captain Picard.
To land on a category, there are 5 questions worth 2 points each. Competitors can ask for multiple choice, drops the point total down to 1 point, and you can steal in this round. Also, if you don't like what you spin on
Wonder
first,
if mixed
you can
bag
spin
will be
again,
on the wheel.
but you have to stay on that
Notice it
category.
hadn't. It's not usually been on there.
Good job with
Oh,
that.
thank you for that.
You did a good job with that. Also,
Oh,
I'd like
yes.
to remind the competitors, you do have the JTE rule named after the famed Ecuadorian film reviewer Josh Tapia. You have 3 of those in the contest. No one has used them yet. So, with that, I think we're ready to begin round number 2. Now, it is tied up at 6, but Hector did come into this game as the favorite. So, Hector, you have the choice to either spin first or pass to Adam.
I'll pass.
Today's
Can we
wheel.
rock, paper, scissors it?
Get out of here.
Come on, 2 out of 3.
5, 4,
Oh, I messed up. Sorry.
3, 2.
Adam's going to spin, I guess?
Oh, Adam's
All
gonna
right.
spin. All right.
It's your
Okay.
call. You want me to go first? I'll go first.
See, this is
Okay,
where the
What is
connection,
going on?
the friendship is still there.
Yeah.
The friendship is still there. There's still
The
a
Vince
respect
Lombardi.
that
What
team
the
has.
hell's going on around here? Oh, the mixed
All right,
bag is
good
on.
spin. The spin is in. The spin
nice.
is in
That's
for
a-
Adam.
That's a man spin there, if I ever saw one.
Yeah, it is.
And he's spinning from the other way.
Spinner's choice.
Does not happen very often. Movie release dates.
Movie.
He's gonna keep it.
He knows that stuff,
Oh, I love
especially when it's
All
the geek stuff.
it.
All right.
Gotta admire the gutsiness.
Jay, I owe you a beer if I win this.
All right. I will ask the question.
They should do that. If he wins this
Five
match
in
because of that, they need to put Adam
category.
Hlavac next to Scott
Category,
Nance
2
on
points.
that
You do have
wedge.
multiple choice. First question up, Adam. In what year was the first Blade movie released?
1998.
1998.
That is correct for 2
Wow.
points.
No hesitation.
Ben Affleck's Daredevil graced the silver screen in what
2000.
year?
2003.
Wow.
Yeah!
The Scott Mance of Intergeekdom.
I almost
here.
said 2004.
Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country, hit theaters in December of what year?
1980.
Multiple choice.
A, 1989. B, 1994.
1989.
C, 1995. D, 1991.
1991.
That is correct for
Wow.
a point
Oh.
there.
Has not missed a question yet.
All
This is
right,
incredible.
4th question out of 5. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince was released in what year?
2008.
I'm gonna take multiple choice for this.
All right, A, 2009. B, 2011. C, 2007. D, 2012.
2009.
2007.
Incorrect for possible steal.
2009.
1 point for Hector.
Can I hear the options again?
You can. A, 2009. B, 2011. C, 2007. D, 2012.
2009.
That's correct for a 1 point steal.
2007, I
for
think,
Hector
is
Navarro.
Order of the
That
Phoenix.
Could be key. Could be key. All right. We first met Kick-Ass, Hit Girl, and Big Daddy in the Matthew Vaughn film Kick-Ass, which was released in the spring of what year?
2010.
2010?
That's correct. For
Boom!
12 points. Good round for
Nice.
Adam Hlavac. Takes a 6-point lead. But
You know, when you walk into movie release dates, Ken, you want to escape with as many points as
I got
possible.
3 of
You
them.
can't say that Adam
Yep.
didn't. That'd
Need
be
a little
fun.
help on a couple of
you
them.
know what? That was very impressive. Somewhere, Scott Mance is smiling. Hector, you are up for a spin.
Is anybody smiling at me? Oh, okay. Here's what is not on there.
Good spin. Spin is in. Spin is in.
Strategic spin. A strategic
I like
spin. Not as powerful.
They're both
as
on that
Adam.
side.
Good. You know, it
He's
made the
aiming for something.
rotations. That's all we need.
Nah, he ain't keeping that.
Middle Earth.
No, he don't know that.
He's going to spin again. Even
That
though
is
he's
not his forte.
Gloin, he's
Spun it a little
gonna
harder,
go,
so
try for a category he's a little more
in
confident
theory it should not
in.
land on the same
That's a
wedge.
good move. That wheels.
Yeah, he got it clear of it.
Oh!
Oh no. Oh no. I think we're going back to Middle Earth.
Well,
Never has the
What a
champ-
life I get to live today.
yeah. Interesting.
I'm gonna go with.
My word.
You gotta go Middle Earth.
The power is in his hand.
Let's go with. Well, I can't see the bottom. Yeah, let's go with Middle Earth.
Yeah,
All right.
logical.
Well,
Yep.
that's
All right.
when you show a weakness, your opponent's going to jump on it sometimes. But you know what? Don't underestimate Hector here.
That's right.
5 questions.
From Middle Earth, your first question, Hector Navarro. What did Legolas offer to bring Gimli so that he
I
may
just
see
6
over the
questions. I ain't gonna
deep
have a
wall
clue
of the two
what
towers?
but even guess.
Is that right? The deeping wall?
Deepening wall. yeah.
Deepening wall.
Deeping?
I don't know who's typing these, but they're
Yeah.
not getting the terms right.
I don't know what the Middle Earth term for it would be, but I'm gonna say a box.
That's correct. 2
for 2
points.
Does he say a box?
He says, I believe he says
That's
above.
weird.
He asks what's in the box even. All right, our next question, Hector Navarro.
What is the Middle Earth term
What
for a
was the name
box?
of the sword that Thor
A box.
Oakenshield wielded in the Hobbit series?
Shit.
Nope, that's not it.
Not a final answer there.
No, no, no.
You ever wielded a sword?
I have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oakenshield.
So
That's
close, but
his last name,
no.
What
Adam
is
for the
it?
steal?
What is it?
Well,
Adam for
Adam
the
has a chance to steal.
Oh, that's right.
I'm gonna steal his answer. Oakenshield.
Incorrect.
Both of you are wrong. All right, well.
Stormbreaker.
Orcrist.
Orcrist was the
Good.
All right, next question. Question number 3.
Stormbreaker.
In the prologue to the Fellowship of the Ring, the prince used his father's sword to cut the ring from Sauron's hand. What was his father's, the king's, name?
Okay. Oh, you know what? I almost think I got it. Can you repeat the question, please?
All right, that's your first one, first JT rule.
That is the first JT.
How many of those do I have? 5?
You get 3. So you
Okay,
have 2
sure.
left. 2 remaining.
Okay.
2 remaining.
In the prologue to the Fellowship of the Ring, the prince used his father's sword to cut the ring from Sauron's hand. What was his father's, the king's, name?
King Falandril.
Sounds beautiful, but wrong.
Close.
Do I get the option multiple choice?
No.
Okay, then I got nothing.
All right.
Well, there we go. Easy enough.
Looking
All
for
right.
Elendale.
Yeah, multiple choice wouldn't help.
Yeah.
King
Question
Midas.
out of 5.
Yeah,
King
what
Tut.
was the name of the white orc that was hunting Thorin and company in the Hobbit trilogy?
I'll take multiple choice on this one.
All right, so your options are Gothmog, Azog, Bolg, Lurtz.
Azog is the answer.
That is
Azog's
correct
for
for
1
a point.
point. All right,
Keep
to
it
cut the
pace.
lead to 1 point here. If he gets this answer right, his last question in the category. Which character nearly blows Frodo's cover by using the name Baggins at the Prancing Pony in Fellowship of the Ring?
I'll take multiple choice on this one, too.
All right, so your choices are A, Mary, B, Pippin, C, Sam, D, Bill.
Same.
I'm going to say that it was
5,
Mary.
4. Incorrect. Adam for Buff.
Sam.
Incorrect.
Incorrect
Looking
as
for Pippin.
Pippin is the answer.
Pippin's the answer to all these
I played
questions.
that round wrong.
Shit.
Wow.
All right, but we do have still a close game going
Close
into
game,
the
yes.
final round
Only
there.
3 points separate these two former friends as they enter into the third round and share a gentlemanly handshake. All right, we go into round 3. Adam Hlavac has a surprising 3-point lead on the former champion Hector Navarro. Now, this third round has made or broken champions. Every match, we see this how they get to pick 3 numbers from 1 to 16. First number you pick, first category, is worth 2 points. Third is worth 3 points. I'm sorry, second is worth 3 points. All right, all right. Fuck. All right, the first question is worth 2 points. The second question worth 3 points. The third question worth
Should they
5
think they were
points.
supposed to
Now,
edit that a little bit?
JTU rule. Adam has 3 JTU rules left. Hector with 2.
That was a
gentlemen,
goof.
What are your numbers?
Adam is in the lead. You get to pick first, sir.
Oh boy, I hate this round. I'm gonna
2.
go with 2,
There you go.
7,
Well, there's 2.
and 15.
Oh,
7,
you
and
added a 1 at
15
the end.
goes
Trapped.
Hector.
10, 11, 12.
There we go. All right, so Hector's going to be up first there. A 2-point question to get himself that much closer to Adam in the lead. I will administer Hector's questions, and you chose number 10 for your first one, which means your 2-point question will be in the category of MCU. MCU.
Excellent.
2 points. The Infinity Stones come in all colors. But what color is the Power
Purple.
Stone?
Purple.
That is correct for 2 points there. All right.
Still behind, so
Still behind. But
I like how they had that
much
little
closer.
profile.
Your
Stones
3-point
come in all
question.
colors. Why can't they just
is gonna
say,
be in a
what is the color of the purple
category
stone?
Number 11. It corresponds to Back to the Future. Back to the Future.
This is where he
3 points.
showed some
In
struggles.
Back to the Future, when Marty joins his mother and her family for dinner, what classic TV show were they watching?
Happy Days?
Do I have any options in this or no?
No.
It's just I know it or not.
Yeah. 5, 4,
Seems like it would be Happy Days.
3, 2.
The Honeymooners?
that is correct.
Oh!
Is that correct?
That's correct. What an incredible guess by the champion.
pull.
That's why he's the former champion.
He
Great when it
pulls
was a rerun. It's great.
into the
Honeymooners.
lead.
Damn.
15
Jackie
13.
Gleason.
That means Adam is
All right.
on the block.
Adam, you chose from your
Number
numbers
2.
were Number 2. So your category is Indiana Jones. So your 2-point question.
Please,
Who
last
played
proceed.
Professor Harold Oxley in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull? I can't even say that without shuddering.
Ooh. It's great when it's the one you've seen the least amount of times.
Right, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3.
I'm gonna go Jeffrey Rush.
No, looking for John Hurt. John Hurt.
All right.
Oh.
Your next category.
Yeah, your next
doc-
category
the war
is,
doctor,
you
John
chose
Hurt?
number 7.
Number 7.
You say Lord of the Rings, I'm tearing this place apart.
Well, lucky for us, it is not Lord of the Rings. It is the category of Marvel. Marvel. All right, the 3-point question here.
Yeah,
To
the
take
table
lead
is
back to
fair.
Hector Navarro. In Deadpool, while Wade Wilson is being tortured in the oxygen deprivation chamber, what does he steal
match.
from Angel Dust?
A match.
That is correct.
Boom.
3 points there. He points there. Back to Hector Navarro. It all comes down to this. He hits it, goes back to Adam, puts some pressure on his former teammate. If he loses, Adam Hlavac will walk away with a much-needed victory. Hector, you chose number 12. Number 12, your 5-point question will come in the category of scores and soundtracks.
Oh, the thing that did in John's.
Scores and
Tough.
This would be some
soundtracks.
irony.
Could be tough. Could be my sweet spot. We'll see.
Yes, 5 points, 5 points. What is the only comic book film directed by Bryan Singer not to have a score composed by John Ottman?
That is a
Superman
tough
Returns.
Mm-hmm. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Superman Returns, but that's not right.
And
That's not right.
your
X-Men! It was X-Men!
I knew it was either first X-Men or the other way around. Yep.
I tell you, the final score here, John. What a match. Two friends know each each other so well, going back and forth. Not a surprise, a 1-point victory here. Adam Hlavac shocking the world, beating the former champion. Hector Navarro now is even further away from reclaiming his title.
I'll tell you what, Adam moves into that fatal 5-way match at Collider Collision.
Okay, so it is a collision.
Disappointment on Hector's face.
Man, that's
Exhilaration
crazy.
on Adam's face.
Seeing a match
We're
like
gonna
that.
see what they have to say about this match. Right now, Jen Sturger has them backstage.
What's
Hey,
up,
wait.
TV Schmoedown fans?
My prediction did not go wrong.
That
Yay!
has been one of the biggest upsets we have seen in Schmoedown history. You got to be feeling pretty good about yourself right now.
Goddamn right, I feel great.
Jen, I'd like to apologize to the Schmoedown universe for the spoiler that I gave them at the beginning of this show. That
And I
Hlavac was gonna
apologize to
run
everybody for giving the
Navarro
spoiler
through
before the
ground.
video
And
even
that's what
started.
happened. That's what you saw. And stay tuned for some more spoilers, because Adam, who else are you gonna be going through?
Everyone, I'm coming for Cushing. I'm coming
Who
for
won
Donovan,
Game
I'm
2 of the
coming for
Stanley Cup
Inman.
Finals?
I'm taking all of you guys down. It's gonna be glorious.
Now, sticking
He
with
didn't
the
say glorious.
in the wheel round, were you a little nervous with that?
No, I feel pretty good about it. I think I've done pretty well in that round previously, so I thought this was a perfect opportunity to try to take Hector down, and it worked out to my advantage, thankfully. Mance, you want to go? Let's do it.
Challenging everyone. Can we just get through this interview without you picking fights with people?
No.
So, but he did land on opponent's choice,
We did.
which definitely played to your advantage. What made you go with Middle Earth?
Well, it's two-way. It's sort of a two-way street on that one. I thought that he was going to be really weak at that, but I should have played a little smarter and done something that I also knew probably better than him, which probably would have been a category that I won't mention. But I think it worked out in my advantage either way. So
I don't
can't
know.
complain.
Now, you made it
They're
into
so
the fatal
similar. I don't,
five-way. What's
can't
next?
think of one that actually would have been, unless it was
keep
Star
on taking
Trek.
everybody out. That's it.
It's probably Star
Very
Trek.
simple.
All right, sounds like a plan to me. Oh, so Hector, that was that did not go out the way I thought
They're
that
saying
was
2
gonna
and
I
4.
echo that
What-
side, yeah. All right, I agree with
What
that.
matches did he lose?
Yeah.
I think your match
He
is
lost the-
perfect proof that if
the
the wheel
original
doesn't go your
five-way.
way, it completely changes the outcome of the match.
It didn't go my way
Sweet.
twice.
Twice.
It landed on a thing that I was like not strong in, and then again landed on opponent's choice. That was pretty brutal. But
Ooh,
I think
I think he's
still
2
did,
and 3.
like all things considered,
Where did he lose
okay for that not
4
being my
matches?
strongest category. But Michael Kamen at the end, man. Michael Kamen, he did X-Men. He did the first X-Men movie, and this is what happened with me. It was that like perfect storm scenario. I remember a while back I was asked, name the actresses that have played Catwoman in film. So immediately you're like, Michelle Pfeiffer, done. Let me knock that out of the way. What are the tricky ones? Okay, the tricky ones are Anne Hathaway, can't forget, Dark Knight Rises, but also Halle Berry, right? And then you can go to Batman the movie from the 60s, but because I moved the obvious one out of the way, I forgot Michelle Pfeiffer's name. I was like,
Oh my
wait,
god.
I'm like, I know Michelle Pfeiffer, and then you just like,
It's
you
just
know,
like something
it's-
in your brain
yeah,
short circuits.
so
and
that
you
I
can't
got
pull the
I got the
obvious.
question. It was like, which one has John Ottman not scored? And I went, okay, Bryan Singer. In my brain was like, didn't direct the first X-Men movie. He did X2, X-Men United, all the way to now. And I went through them. I'm like, X2, X-Men United. Then he stopped and went and did Superman Returns. Ottman was there. Then he came back to do. He was producing X-Men First Class, but then he
This is the way
directed
a
X-Men
genius brain
Days
works.
of Future Past, and then he also directed X-Men Apocalypse. Those last two X's also have John Ottman. And I was like, what other super? Did he do anything else? Did he direct The Losers? What am I forgetting? All because I put out of my brain that Bryan Singer directed the first X-Men movie. Michael Kamen scored it. Then Michael Kamen passed away, and that's why they brought in John Ottman to score the movies from that point on. And Michael Kamen did a great score. My favorite piece on that track is
Thanks for
Low
the
Key
history
Low.
lesson, Hector.
Na, 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 na. It's great. It's awesome.
See, I
Michael
thought it would be a
Kamen.
trick question because
Ugh.
maybe many people just
Well, he's got a great
forgot
singing
that
voice.
Bryan Singer did Superman
What's
Returns.
next for you?
I'm gonna go watch all the X-Men movies again.
No.
No?
But you
That's not
can't-
what you should do in this
you
game?
can't go out like this. You
No.
can't.
No, I'm not
So
gonna
you're
go
not
out
in
like
the
this.
five-way.
Mm-mm.
But what's next?
I don't know. Whatever they'll throw at me. Now I'm at the table scraps. Now that's where I'm at. I'm at the kids' table. Whatever Christian's gonna throw at you. Want in on this? Yeah, we'll fight it. Okay, we'll show up. That's where I'm at now. I'll do whatever. I'm back. I'm trying to come back.
Baby steps.
All right, there you heard
Baby
it. We got
steps.
Adam excited to be part of the Collider Collision. He made a statement. I think he played the game smart. He did get that opponent's choice thing. You saw how he went for a weakness there,
The
and that's sometimes
power
how it
of
happens. But what I like to
opponent's
hear
choice.
from a former champ like Hector Navarro, he's not done. No, he's not done. His spirit, his fighting spirit's still there, and he has told Jen, like you said, like you heard, he's going to keep going.
Sometimes the best thing you can do is lose. It motivates you more. It makes you hungrier, and we see that from the former champion. He wants to have some people to step on to get back to the belt.
Absolutely, you saw it there, and we'll see what Adam can do going forward at the Collider Collision.
Well, I just want to let people know, hey, thanks so much for everyone who's been donating to the Patreon. If you want to be part of the Patreon, please go to www.patreon.com/Schmoedown. Donate there. You get to pick a piece of the pie. You get to suggest things. You get to do all kinds of things there. You get to talk to the competitors as well. It's an incredible Patreon, and a lot of good is coming out of that.
Absolutely. We love the community behind the Schmoedown. We love meeting you in person at these live events here. It's a lot of fun. Even I can admit that. All right, John, it was fun. I will say.
That's good.
Yeah. To call a match with you.
Yeah, me too. It was a little bit too much of the touching from a Lions Den member, but I take it in exchange of calling this match. This was fantastic.
You're a good man. You're a good friend.
Back soon with another movie trivia Schmoedown match.
What's up, Schmoedown?
Welcome back, Frank.
It is time for your Schmoedown breakdown. In the Inner Geekdom, it was a battle between former teammates
Welcome back,
Hector Navarro
welcome back,
and
welcome
Hlavac.
back.
Into the first round, both players were tripped up on a couple categories, and at the end of one, it was all tied up at 6. Going into the second round, Adam goes first.
This was a fun match. I really like this match.
And answers 4 or 5 questions.
This one has
7 points.
good rewatchability to it.
Up a 1-point seal to Hector. And as for Hector, in his turn, he gets Middle Earth on his first spin.
I truly believe that category that Adam was talking about that he would not say is Star Trek. He seems like a Star Trek guy.
Out of 5 for a total of 3 points. And at the end of this round, Hector's lifetime performance in Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, he's answering just 41% correct. Heading into the final round, Adam has a 3-point lead here. Hector would go on to answer his 2- and 3-point question, but failing to hit on his 5-pointer would give Adam Hlavac the win, 16-15. Adam will now advance to the Inner Geekdom Fatal 5-Way at Collider Collision. Going inside the numbers, we can see both players did not have the greatest showing. Hector went 11 of 19 for 58% in this match. And looking at his top categories, you will note he did not have much of an opportunity to answer in those strengths, since a majority of his questions were predominantly in Middle Earth. As for Adam, he went 11 of 20 for 55% correct. And while he didn't get a usual strength of his, he did reveal a new one in movie release dates.
I guess they're incorporating the steals in there too. I think that's where the
If you want to find out other stats
add-on
about this
is.
match from around the league, check out SD Rundown Stats on Twitter, and don't forget to check out the Schmoedown
I mean,
Rundown.
yeah,
every
accuracy-wise, they
Saturday
didn't have
on
great
the
games, but you know,
Collider
it's just
podcast feed.
Middle Earth is just a category not many people know about. It's that simple. Thank you, Frankie Stance Janish. So yeah, my prediction sure to go wrong. Didn't go wrong. Oh my God! Yay! And as I said, that was a really fun match. Seeing Hector and Adam on the same screen in Schmoedown was a blast to see again. It's a shame that they the team thing never worked out. Could never get a win in that fashion. But just to see them still having fun together on Schmoedown is still great to see. And maybe that I'd like to see them get back together again and do form a hyper RPG team. But yeah, they got to play the story out, which is unfortunate because I would like to see them as a team again sooner rather than later. But yeah, with that being said, that's going to do it for this Inner Geekdom reaction of JTH Reacts. Very fun match. Looking forward to the rest of these Inner Geekdom matches that will come up, which will include this Friday. Emma Fife will take on Jay Washington, and it's actually a Emma Fife doubleheader next week. She will also take on Janine the Machine in a singles match. Then in the main event, it will be herself and Jay in a Inner Geekdom qualifying match. So who's going to win those? Don't know yet, but looking forward to it. Very much so. So that's going to do it for this edition. Follow me on Twitter at WWEJTH1. You can see my page on Facebook, Jeremy Hastings. I think you know who I am by now. Obviously, I would hope you know who I am by now if you're watching these videos. But yeah, join the official Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook page and also follow the official Movie Trivia Schmoedown Twitter page at the Schmoedown. But until next time, this is JTH saying thank you for watching, and until next time, I bid you adieu adieu.